All right, welcome back to Nino's Adventures 2026. Just getting started in the mountain bike season. But we took a little time off after a long cyclocross season, went on a family vacation, and that's what this video is going to highlight a little bit. And we've been gearing up for mountain bike season, and that just started last weekend. But we're going to start pumping out some videos here. And here in a few weeks, we're going to start our series called The Road to Mountain Bike Nationals, where little Nino, now 9 years old, will be working his way to defend his national championship in Roanoke, Virginia in mid-July. But hey, this video right here is going to be about our family vacation over the winter to Bentonville, Arkansas, Northwest Arkansas. Holy bananas. What an unexpected trip that was. We had been told that it was an epic mountain bike adventure spot, but I was honestly expecting like little pump flow trails, and they had those. But man, did they have so much more. If you are a mountain biker and you love to go out and ride a different trail every single day, no matter how many days you want to stay, I highly recommend Bentonville, Arkansas. And this right here is Devil's Den State Park. And Nino said this was his favorite trail that he had ever done. I'm beginning to wonder if he has a brain, because at 8 years old, this is exceptionally hard for a very skilled mountain biker. And for a little kid, this was no other word than epic. But he cleaned 98.5% of it. And that was with a rain that had happened earlier in the morning. So the rocks were slick as snot. By the afternoon on our way back, it had actually started to drop a little bit, but it was even slick then. And somehow the little dude with Aspen tires on, I mean, barely any tread at all, was able to maintain discipline, staying seated, keeping his weight centered, and somehow had the leg strength to be able to battle through. So we're going to highlight some of the trail, talk about what we're going to be doing this year, what we've been doing, how we've been training, and what we're getting ready for. It's going to be a big couple weeks in front of us here, but we're going to let you know about all that. So watch along and listen to what we've been up to and get to see one of the most epic trails that we have ever done. I've ridden all over North America, and this is seriously one of the top 5 trails that I have done, and it is now Nino's favorite. And now he loves the rocks, and he's been begging to go to places that have the rock gardens and technical drops, and just can't seem to get enough of it. And the amount of skill that it helped develop during this vacation was unbelievable, because he's just so much faster than he was just a few months ago. But hey, thanks for checking back in with Nino's Adventures. Hit the like, subscribe, and follow us. And I'm telling you, it's not going to disappoint. We've been hearing all over the places we've been traveling. The people that watch this, some of them don't even subscribe. They just watch the channel. That's fine. We would love for you to subscribe, but if you watch it and you're getting something out of it, even if you get a laugh every now and then watching Nino cut up and fall over and all the various things he does, that's what it's all about, is having a good time. So thanks for watching along, and let's catch you up with what we've been working on and enjoy this amazing trail as I continue to tell you about Nino and the mountain bike season coming up. All right, so we got back from Bentonville right after the New Year's, and it was cold as all get outs back east in the mountains of Virginia. We're talking like low single digits. So we unfortunately got stuck on the trainer, but little did I know that was going to be the best thing that could have ever happened. We started working with Nino, training on his cadence. He had developed an issue with having to constantly stand. I mean, we're talking every 30, 45 seconds he would stand up. And if you're a rider, you realize unless you perfect how to stand and continuously put out power, you're losing speed, you're losing power. And so we really took a lot of time while we had trainer time to work on cadence work and maintaining the seated position just for the truly efficient type of pedaling. Initially, it was extraordinarily difficult for Nino to even make it 5 minutes. And it was actually painful to watch. But we continuously stuck with it. His mom and I just continuously worked with him. And we're putting in long hours through the week on the trainer, because there was really no other option. We could not ride outside. It was just physically too cold, snow on the ground, ice. You get the drift. But Nino, man, he was a trooper. And he didn't like it, but he did it. And just within like 2 or 3 weeks, we started seeing his ability to maintain numbers better, His cadence was becoming more steady. And I started really seeing a big difference in his strength just from being able to, I guess, just ride a steady cadence and really learn how to do it. He'd got over the sore butt part, and he didn't feel like he needed to stand all the time. And so for about a month and a half or 2 months, we continuously just upped the interval levels with cadence work, and pretty consistent power, really. But it was just all about keeping a high cadence. And when I say high, for a little kid with little bitty legs, we're talking like 85 to 90 RPMs is what we were shooting for. But we weren't wanting to stray off of that number at all. And by about a month and a half, we were able to do that. And so when the weather broke and we were able to go outside, and just our first outside gravel ride, it was amazing the difference that we were dealing with. From last year to this year, he had increased his mile per hour around 3 miles an hour on gravel rides, and he was pretty fast last year as a 7 going into 8-year-old. And we were knocking out 50, 60-mile rides, I mean, with ease, and averaging between 13 and 14 miles an hour. And I mean, this is pretty amazing speeds for about anybody. Now, remember, we live in the mountains of Virginia, and we live right at the base of the Blue Ridge Mountains, and all the hills here are stupid steep. I can't even describe how steep they are. They're not a typical climb where you get to 6-7% grades gradual over 2 or 3 miles. They're these half-mile climbs, quarter mile, 3/4 mile, and they run between 7% and 21% grade. And the kind that about makes you rip your transmission out of your truck. It's just that type of climbing around here, sometimes with tar and gravel, sometimes with gravel, sometimes, a good asphalt surface, but it's a varying mixed surface area. And he just continuously, this cadence work made such a big difference with him. And so we started proceeding to getting prepared for what's coming up next. This weekend, we're going to the Appalachian Journey in Floyd County, Virginia. You might remember from last year, Nino was the youngest rider in history at 8 years old to complete the 70-mile, 8,200 feet of climbing gravel route in my home county of Floyd, Virginia. It's a pretty epic adventure, and Nino wanted to do it again. But Dad's not cool anymore, so we found him somebody even cooler, and he got a junior partner. And so he and Sam Edwards from Asheville, North Carolina, who is now 12, are going to be paired up in the attempt to become the youngest duo to ever complete the Appalachian Journey. Remember, you're only as fast as your weakest rider. So it's not about necessarily beating his time last year or potentially what he might have been able to do. It's about making sure that both of them work together and fight through the adversities, trials, and tribulations, and make it to the end and become the youngest duo to ever finish the race. So all the work we did all winter long in preparation for this somehow helped him prepare for mountain biking as well. Unfortunately, I was busy promoting the race, and I forgot to turn on the camera. Like last year, I did remember. But Nino took the victory last week in his home trail, the Woolwines Bootlegger Blitz, with a pretty good field, several talented kids. And he and the 11, 12-year-old kid were one of the fastest lap times of the entire second wave. We're talking smoking fast, over 10 miles an hour on pretty substantial 100 feet a mile trail. So this training that we did over the winter for the gravel with the cadence work and all the things we did inside on the trainer, we had not even done speed work or mountain bike work after we left Bentonville. All we'd done is worked on cadence and worked on the gravel for the Appalachian Journey. He was able to transition straight into mountain bike with just a couple pre-rides. And he improved his time from last year by 3 minutes. This is a 6.3 mile loop, and he improved 3 minutes. And he's so fast now, it's hard to drop him. So I'm excited for you all to see Nino this year as we progress into the USMTB series. We're going to be chasing that 12-race series in preparation for nationals in Roanoke mid-July. But we're going to start, like I said at the intro, the Road to Mountain Bike Nationals, where Nino, at now 9 years old, attempts to defend his national championship from last year in Roanoke. And it's going to be a lot stronger, older kids this year. But trust me, he is up for the challenge. He wants it. He's excited about it. And he's getting geared up every single day. So as we start to wrap up this video, we got 1 or 2 more videos from Bentonville that we're going to release out just because it was such amazing trails out there, and we really kind of want to publicize Nino out in Bentonville. And the town was amazing. The trails were amazing. We got lucky and the weather was amazing. And so we're going to put out some couple, at least one more, maybe two more videos in the hopes that you see this and we're like, yeah, you know what? We can take our kids out to Bentonville, because trust me, it's absolutely worth it. Long drive, 15 hours, but it was 100% worth it. Highly recommend. That being said, you know, when we go over the next few weeks, we're going to release the video probably sometime next week for the Appalachian Journey. And let's cross our fingers that Nino and Sam get through their adventure safe and sound, and they accomplish their goal of finishing the race. They can worry about being fast another year, but this year they're going to work together, because it's a different dynamic when your dad's not breathing on top of you. And they're going to work together and stay hydrated and take in energy and make 70 miles and 8,200 feet of climbing look easy, I hope, tomorrow in Floyd, Virginia. So be looking for the Appalachian Journey video coming up. And then after that, it's back to the road to Mountain Bike Nationals. And we're going to be trying to release a video about every week or two when Nino has a race. And we're going to, instead of doing the entire trail like we did last year, we're just going to kind of do a 5 to 7 minute highlight reel video, do a little narration of what happened. And if some action-packed section or move, we're going to make sure we highlight that. So you're not going to miss anything, but we're just going to try to capture the audience for the entire duration of the video instead of losing you after just 3 or 4 minutes, because it's pretty much the same stuff. But trust me when I tell you, Nino's a lot faster now, so the videos are going to go a lot faster. And we're super excited that you're following along. Make sure you hit that subscribe button to Nino's Adventures. Well, in closing, hey, thanks for checking back in Nino's Adventures. We've missed you. Hope you've missed us. But trust me, we got a lot of awesome stuff coming this year, and we look forward to seeing you on the trails. God bless, be safe, and we'll see you out there soon. Hey!